Hello and welcome to the Crafty Christmas in July 2023 collaboration. Now this collaboration was put together by me, Terry of Sweet Pea Papers and the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and Lisa Fisher and her Facebook group is Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling, and her Etsy shop is Paper Lace and Bling. We've also gathered together 15 other wonderful creators, and they have committed to making 8 videos each. That equals a lot for the month of July. It starts July 1st and ends July 31st. So there's going to be 2 videos, so that's going to be 30 videos a week just from our collaborators, and that's 120 videos, plus I have, I believe, 25 videos scheduled, and I do not know how many Lisa's got scheduled, but usually she does quite a bit as well, a large Christmas project. So the people that are part of my YouTube channel and Facebook group will get one drawing, and then Lisa's doing some stuff over at her channel and her Facebook group. And so I'm going to tell you what we're doing in my group, and then I'm going to send you over to her group and you can see what she's doing over there. Now for my group, for the YouTube part of the entering for the giveaway, and the giveaway is great. If you want to see everything and all the details about the giveaway, there's 5 great prizes and you have a lot of different chances to win. Then go to the very first video of July 1st, which is the introductory video. You can also get some details in the first video of the night before Christmas, which is my first project for the month. This is my second project for the month. You can also get details in the first video of this series. Now, not as much detail in the first video of the 2 series as there is in the introductory video, so you really should watch the introductory video from July 1st. Now, how to enter the drawing from the Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group and YouTube channel. There's several different ways. If you want to enter through YouTube, you can do that. Just be a subscriber. Live in the United States, because all the prizes are physical and have to be mailed out, and I'm in the U.S., Seattle, Washington area. And so be a subscriber, live in the U.S., make a comment, like and comment the video, comment on the video, and in your comment, use the hashtag Crafty Christmas in July 2023. Now, the hashtag is going to be on the screen for you right now, and all this information for the Facebook group and the YouTube channel for mine and Lisa's is going to be below. Then below that is going to be the information for all 15 of the collaborators, and so make sure to visit their YouTube channels and Facebook groups and Instagram pages, and like, subscribe, comment on their videos as well. But if you make a comment here, and that's for each video in the series, so you've got 25 chances to win that way, and make the comment, use the hashtag, and be a subscriber to enter in through YouTube in the drawing. And you can only make 1 comment per video, but you can make a comment on each video and get a chance to be entered in the drawing. The second way that you can enter is to be a member of the Facebook group, Sweet Pea Papers Facebook group, and every post that you make using the hashtag of an image of something that you're doing that's Christmas, or a video link, whatever you're comfortable with, a flip through, just whatever. Each post that you use the hashtag in gets you an entry. Now, each post, not if you post one post with 5 pictures, that's still only 1 entry. If you take those 5 images and make 5 posts, then that's 5 entries. So think about that before you post. Okay, so that is the deal for me. Go over to Lisa's Paper Lace and Bling to see what she's doing in her group. I'm recording this in May because I'm going to have a lot to do in June to put this together, and so I wanted to get these videos done. Well, May and the beginning of June. And so I'm not sure exactly what Lisa's doing, so you're going to have to go over there and find out. And check out her YouTube channel as well and see what she's doing, if anything, through entries through her YouTube channel. Okay, so that's the main highlights. Make sure you go back to the first videos of the series and the first introductory video to get the lowdown and to see the prizes. You'll see the prizes for the giveaway only in the introduction video for the first of the month. All right, okay, so now this is video 6. This is the second time I've recorded it. The first time I recorded it, I didn't like what we did, and I ripped it all apart to get the magnets and salvage some of the other parts out of it. And I just didn't like it at all. So we're going to start over again. And since this is the second signature, the first page is going to be page 13. We're going to continue our numbering from the first signature. We're not going to start over with signature 2, page 1. It's just a little too confusing that way. So we're going to do page 13, page 14, and I think we've already done 17 in the first video, but I'll show you what I did. Okay, so on page 13, we're going to make some pockets, and we're going to stack them, but not this way like you normally would. We're going to make 2 sets of pockets, and we're going to put some lace on there, and we're going to put some tags with charms. All right, so let's get going. Let me set this aside. This is going to be our paper since we're covering it pretty much completely. I didn't want to use an image page. And these are the papers that we're going to be making the pockets out of. Yay, Santas. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut these down. Now, I want a bigger pocket on the bottom, but I'm going to overlap the top pockets over the bottom pocket. So what I want to do is I want to make a large pocket for the bottom, and we're going to cut it, get my pencil, not my pen, my pencil. So we're going to cut it about here. Well, let's cut it right above or right below. Right below this sled. If this doesn't work, then I'll put you on pause and print out another page and we'll start over. So we're going to do this, and then we want the width to have a little bit of room to see the end of our tag, even though we're going to put a tab on it. So we're going to start it from the edge where the color is, where it looks ripped, and we're going to go to the same on the other side. What are you doing, Oz? What are you doing? There's no paper over there. My dog Oz loves paper. The other day I caught him running out of the craft room with a giant piece of paper. I mean giant, like bigger than this. I don't know what he was going to do. I think he was going to eat it. But I caught him and I got it from him. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to cut a thumb hole. And I'm going to use my 1" instead of my thumb hole cutter that I got from We Are Memory Keepers, because the thumb hole on that is quite narrow. So that's up to you, whichever you want to do. So the center looks like it's going to be this sled right here, because we've got 2 and then we've got 2. So I'm going to do it just a little bit above the skis. I know they're called something else when they're on a sled, but I can't. Runners, right above the runners. That should be close to halfway. We're going to keep this little piece of paper. And we're going to glue this on and make our pocket. This pocket is not going to be left plain. Don't worry, it's not going to be just a big blue pocket. I'm going to try to not stick it to the underside of the page, and I'm going to try not to stick my finger in the glue, both of which are not happening at this at this point in time. So let's put this at the bottom of the torn area and right up against the torn area. We should be lined up all the way around. I don't like just that little bit of beige showing, so I'm going to slide it down a little bit. Slide it. Okay, so I'm going to have a little bit over here, and I'm going to have to live with it. So now I'm not sure I like this, so let's take a look at putting this back in place underneath, and I think that's what I'm going to do. And remember, we're not inking in this project, so we don't have to do that anywhere. Yay! Or we would be inking a lot. So we're going to put this back in here. Line it all up. Make sure not to glue it back to your pocket. So lift your pocket up a little bit. And I moved it a little bit when I lifted the pocket up. So I'm going to put it back where it belongs. And now you can't tell that there's a pocket there except for when the card sticks out. Okay? So now we're going to make our two top pockets. And what we're going to do is we're going to overlap this pocket and yet make two big pockets up here. And one's going to come over this while the other one comes over. So we're going to have a big one and another one half the size of the big one. Okay, so let's look at our Santas. And it looks like two Santas is going to work. So we'll cut it right between the two Santas. We want it even here. You know, once we cut it across, let's do that because then we'll be able to see the edge over here better. We're going to go down two Santas and halfway between where the divider mark is. If I can get the paper straight. I know you'd think it would be easy. So now we've got our two Santas. Now remember, we're going to need two Santas from here to make our second pocket. So keep this paper. Okay. So now we're going to need the two rows of Santas to be this wide. And since this pattern repeats, let's move it over so this Santa's at the edge. And we will cut off this part of the Santa. So we're going to go right here. And then we're going to cut it right here. Okay? Because you can still see the whole Santa on that side. And look, we've got this. And now the Santa on the other side is definitely going to be cut in half. Okay, so we've got this big pocket up here. They're going to overlap, but you'll still be able to use this pocket, no problem. Okay, so we're going to move it up. punch a hole in the center, but we're going to cut our other one first because we want the thumb holes to line up. So we're going to make one at 2 Santas. Well, what? 2.5 Santas? Let's figure this out. What if we did... Should we do this? Okay, let's line this up with here. And then we'll do our half Santa. And then remember, we're 2 Santas tall. I'm going to make sure to get this exactly the same. How does that not line up? All right. Let's make it narrower. So we'll cut in the center right there. We could do it this way. No, I don't want sideways Santas. Okay, so we're going to take these two and we're going to put them together this way. And then we're going to do our thumb hole. And that way they'll be lined up. I'm going to put this line in the center. Whee! You're not going to believe where that one piece landed. It landed on my shirt, and I'm not going to say where. Only because it's Christmas. Okay, so let's put the big one on. And try to get the glue as close to the edge on the top and the bottom as you can. This one kind of goes in a little bit more than I would have liked. Make sure your Santas are right side up. Oh, my Santas are too tall. No, I just need to move them down. Duh. Same thing here. It was this one. And we don't have to worry about the cutout on this one. Because it's already going to blend in. So these are going to look like solid pieces of paper, if I can get it lined up just right. Then I'll let it dry. In the meantime, we'll put these Santas on. My hands are cold and my ring keeps turning around. It's my mood ring that I got, and it stopped showing my mood. You can only see the metal on the bottom where they attached the piece on. So there you go. Not happy with this particular ring. I got it from Temu. And it's the only thing I've gotten from there, I think, that I'm just not happy with. I mean, there are clothes that didn't fit, so I had to send them back. You know, your regular everyday stuff. But, okay. This is a little smaller. So now this pocket goes all the way back. Make sure we didn't glue it shut. And this one goes part of the way back. So both tags are going to have tabs, but only this one is going to have a charm. And then this pocket here goes all the way up to here. And where the tab sticks out here, we'll put a charm on that too. And then we're going to put a belly band here. And we're going to make it out of acetate. And we're going to make it 1 inch wide. And a paper clip on there so I can find it. So let's mark the height. Still enough of that to use for a window. Then we're going to make this piece 1 inch wide. And then we'll glue it here in the center. And I don't think this is going to be big enough for the card I made for the original one. In fact, I know it's not. This is the center of the CD that we cut out when we covered the CD cover. And then this is a piece of the ephemera, so I want to make sure to use this card somewhere. Then I also had made this card, which actually might fit in here. Well, it looks like I'm going to have to fix that. I must have pulled up on it too hard when I was unsticking the this here. I'm thinking it'll fit in here. If I turn it down a little bit, I hadn't rounded the corners yet. So if if I take a little teeny bit off each side. Well, actually, I don't. Yeah, I have to do it that way. That keeps this in the center. I love this. Make it a little shorter. Then I can put the charm right back on it. Well, that makes me happy that I was able to rescue this. Okay, and around the corners. It barely fits in there with that tab. And of course I'm hungry. Fits in there perfect. The tab's a little off. Let's put the charm back on. This one's the same on both sides, so it doesn't matter which way the charm faces. Yay. It's a little stocking with little presents inside. So I'll put that here. Then I'll make the two other cards off camera. So I'm glad I was able to rescue that. And then I'll make this card and this bigger card off camera. For this, we're going to put a piece of lace on it. This is the last bit of this lace. I used some on that other card and there was no way to rescue it. The belly band only goes to the bottom of the okay. Should have just cut it off. And we're going to put 2 lines of glue. Doesn't need to be a lot. But this is a wider piece of lace, so we want to make sure that it's attached down there. We want to make sure the top is the one that's lined up exact in case we have to trim it. can trim the bottom. Looks like it's going to be just right. Smooth it out flat. Make sure it's even from side to side. Then we'll make a little card to fit in here. So make a card for here, here, and here. Okay? So this is going to be page 13. And I'm going to wait till I make the cards and then glue it in. It'll be easier for me. Okay, so we're going to set this to the side. And then page 14, let me get the papers. This one's just going to be a simple flip up with a magnet. Getting all the gunk off of the top of that glue bottle. Okay. So we're going to take this. We've got this here, and it's been sprayed. It's one of our main pages. We've got our naughty and nice lists. I had written some names on here, and I may go back and do that again for the naughty and the nice. And all we're going to do is we're going to cut this I think we're going to cut it halfway through the snow. I had made it narrower on the other one, but it was too narrow. Yep, that works out right at 3 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and cut it at 3. Then we're going to score it at a half or a quarter. Let's do 3/8. Let's split the difference. I'm going to fold it back. And then we're going to put it over the naughty side. I'm not pushing it down all the way because I want to line it up with the edge of the page. And then I'll push it down the rest of the way to make sure that it's straight. Make sure there's no glue oozing through. I'm going to put a magnet on. And close it down. Put the other magnet on the back. These are the recovered magnets. Oh, I'm doing it on the wrong side. Just a piece of Scotch tape, because we're going to glue the page down. Just a little piece of Scotch tape is plenty to hold our magnet down. Okay, now let's cover our magnet. And I think I had used one of these before. All the ephemera, remember, has been sprayed. So let's see. It's a little too wide. Let me trim it down just a little bit. And it looks like I missed this corner. Okay. So now the question is, do we glue it on as a pocket, or do we just glue it on to cover it and leave this a writing space? I think we'll leave this as a writing space. We'll glue this on as a little pocket. Yeah, I think, and put a piece of ephemera in there. If the piece of ephemera doesn't fit, or it gets hit, you know, if it hits on that magnet and doesn't want to stay in, then we can, I think I want to push that up even with that. There's a little bit of white at the top of the ticket, so I'll trim that. And I've got this small Santa. I have a lot of Santas because I cut a couple of the big pages of Santas down into cards. So I'm going to have lots of sparkly Santas left over. There's Santa on a bicycle. So we'll put him in there. Let's stamp it first for a writing area. So I got my little snowflake stamp. And I've been putting a snowflake in each corner. My fingers are not working well this morning. I forgot to put a watch back on. Forgot a watch. Okay. And then this is going to be left, except we're going to put, let's see, this is going to open on this side. So we'll put some lace down here. That's too wide, so we'll go to our other lace. Which I think is what we've been using on the edges anyway. I'm thinking about my bowl of Cheerios. I take the Simply granola and I put it in with the Cheerios, and that puts raisins and almonds and granola clusters in the Honey Nut Cheerios. If you have never tried this before, you must try it. It is so good. Either with regular milk or with vanilla soy milk. Very, very good. Just when I thought I was doing good, I think I just did that all the way around the way I had it. Trim this off even here. Remember, we're making it even to this, not even to the book itself. And then we're going to put a piece across here. I thought I might put one here. Well, I would need to put this one across the bottom first because we want it to cover the entire bottom. See, that will cover up the fact that this one's a little shorter, 3/8 of an inch, exactly. This one has been sparkled too to match this. Remember, it's a 3-ounce bottle of alcohol with a little bit of acrylic paint squirted in. I used metallic deco art, just the inexpensive little 2-ounce art paint. And yeah, I think I have to do something along here. And it's called, I had it. Anyway, it's in their metallics. And it's something white. Because I can't just leave that like that. I can't really think of anything else except for the lace. I do have some purple ribbon, but I don't believe that will look good. I should have made this longer and covered up this area right here, shouldn't I? Now I also could have put this lace on the distress ink and dyed it. We'll use this piece for something else. Let's let the glue dry. I don't know what I was thinking. It doesn't matter which way the lace is facing when I measure it. So I want it to be here. There's almost enough glue left to glue it on. Excuse my sniffles. I made the mistake of going outside yesterday and the cottonwood stuff is floating around. You know, it looks like dandelion fluff. Look at that. We don't have that much of that lace left. Much better. Probably should have done it with this over the top, but since I didn't remember till the very last second. And once you push it like this, you're going to end up with a little pushed off usually. Now, this is, yeah, 14. Since the first page has 2 charms, I'm not sure I want to put a charm on here. I can pin one to the lace. That's been working so far. I've added a couple extra in the first signature by doing that. So we'll put this in the book, and then we will we'll decide about a charm once we get the page 13 in and see what it looks like. There's going to be lace across the bottom, front and back on here, just like I did in the first signature on both vellum pages. Don't forget to make a comment, like the video, make a comment, be a subscriber, live in the U.S. Sorry, it seems like a lot, but it's not really. So comment like U.S. to get entered into the giveaway. And I'll give you a hint. We're giving away 2 books. I don't know about me. I'm giving away 2 books, a set of acrylic brush markers, and some washi, metallic washi. And there's another gift in there too. I'm not going to go by first place, second place, you know, third place like that. The 2 books are obviously going to be the first drawing, part of the drawing. And then the rest will be after that. And it's going to be held on August 1st, and I'll film it. I use a randomizer. I give everybody a number, and you're added to the list in the order that you sign up. So when you sign up more than once, your name may be next to each other on the list, but there's nothing I can do about that. It's not fair, you know what I mean, to move people around in the list. So, you never know. Okay, so we've got that. We've got page 13 done. And then this page is sprayed and just glued down. This is our interest page. And then we're going to use this in the center here, and I'm not sure exactly what we're going to do, but I know that I really liked these 2 images. I wish this one had been on this side so the images would be next to each other, but they're not, so we're going to just deal with that, and we'll do that in the next video. Okay, that'll be video 7. And then this is the signature cover, don't forget. And we put triple thick glaze on the deer. Okay, and this has all been sparkle sprayed. Pearl white, I believe, is the color of that paint. This is what it looks like. It's just deco art, dazzling metallics. A white pearl is the color. Okay, dazzling metallics, deco art, white pearl. Alrighty. So that's going to be it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video, and that will be just a second for you and a day for me. Okay, bye-bye.